John Stephenson is from a fourth-generation family business and has used that expertise to run now 3 ventures simultaneously. We're here with one of them, W.J. Connell Company, here on the South Shore of Massachusetts. And John, welcome to Language of Business.
Thank you, Greg.
On your website, there seems to be a relationship between W.J. Connell Company and Power Distributors. What is that?
Yes, so W.J. Connell Co. is the namesake of our business. And Power Distributors is one of the businesses that we have run and owned over the years. And most recently, we've been part of a roll-up venture to a distribution network throughout the United States. And Power Distributors is a distributor in outdoor power, and we are known as a service distributor. And we represent our main manufacturer is Briggs & Stratton.
Which is lawn mowers, either riding motors or regular consumer motors.
Yeah, Briggs & Stratton is the largest air-cooled manufacturer in the world. They produce between 8 and 10 million engines a year, and they also have a variety of outdoor products under the brands Simplicity and Snapper. They make riding tractors and lawnmowers and a variety of different applications powered by small air-cooled engines. And so Power Distributors is the network, the service network that sets up the thousands, or it's around 15,000 authorized dealers to perform service and warranty work, and then ultimately that's our sales channel.
And how has that relationship changed over 4 generations?
Well, back in 1904, we weren't doing outdoor power of any kind, obviously. My great-grandfather started W.J. Connell Company as a bicycle parts company, and it sort of merged into distribution and then automotive distribution. And then in the 30s and 40s and 50s, my grandfather joined my great-grandfather, and they ran the company together. And then in the 60s, my father, as the outlaw, married my mother, and then he came into the business, and at that point, there was a very dramatic change from automotive to air-cooled engines. There were a variety of factors at the time to make that change, and so my father and grandfather actually sold a larger automotive business to focus on outdoor power. And then from, over the years, from the late 60s through the mid-90s, the business grew. And then from there, I came into the business in the early 90s and decided, boy, if we're going to survive for the next 50 years, and if I'm not going to be the idiot generation that sort of implodes the entire business, we've got to do something a little bit different. And so I connected with a colleague in the industry, and we merged our 2 companies together, and that began a process of this roll-up that's been going on for the last several years.
If your great-grandfather were here now, what do you think his thoughts would be on where you are today?
I think he would look at me and say, "You're absolutely crazy because of all the different things that I'm trying to do." But on the other hand, he would probably be very excited that as an entrepreneur himself, that his great-grandson has that passion and is continuing to do entrepreneurial work and business work to this day.
If you had to trace it back 4 generations, what do you think is the best thing you've learned?
The one thing I've learned in spades is either you adapt or die. And so if you look at our company that's been around for 110, 115 years, the only reason we're still in business is that every generation has been responsible to adapt and change the business to try to create value in the marketplace and to survive and to keep going. And that's a constant process.
Why do you think family businesses run themselves differently than, say, traditional businesses?
I think there are a lot of similarities in terms of regular businesses and quote-unquote family businesses, privately held. And at the end of the day, you have to create value in a marketplace to survive. I think for family businesses, the challenge is that if you have family members and multiple family members, how do the members get along? Do they each have a valuable role? Are they truly contributing to the business? And I think those family dynamics really can either be quite productive or cause some problems. Most family businesses don't survive a 2nd generation, let alone a 3rd generation. By the time you get to the 4th generation, I think you're in the single digits in terms of percentages, whether companies survive.
Do you think your customers treat you differently because you're from a family business?
Yeah, initially when I first started and I was in the field making some sales calls, you'd be like, oh, you're so-and-so's son, and that could be somewhat of an issue. Even employees in the company looked at me a little bit different as a family member. So it does put some pressure on you as a family member to really be a contributor. And then pretty soon everybody forgets that you're a family member. You're just, John Stephenson, someone who's working in the company. So.
John, thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg.
John Stephenson, the CEO of W.J. Connell Company here on the South Shore of Massachusetts.